Look at the device in your hand. You are told it is the result of thousands of years of human evolution. You are told that we started with stone axes, and through sheer human genius, we arrived at quantum processors. But what if I told you that is a lie? What if the timeline of technology isn't a straight line moving up, but a circle closing in? We are not inventing the future. We are rediscovering the past. Today, we are going to audit the evolutionary narrative. We are going to look at the math, the physics, and the receipts that prove we are actually living in a post-apocalyptic devolution. Let's start with the stones.
Exhibit A. The limits of modern engineering. The strongest telescopic mobile crane in the world is the Liebherr LTM 11209.1. Its official maximum lifting capacity is listed at 1,200 tons. However, operational physics dictates that capacity is inversely proportional to the radius. According to the manufacturer's load charts, lift is only theoretically possible at a radius of 2.5 meters. This means the load must be positioned virtually touching the central pivot of the crane. At a functional radius of 10 meters required to position a crane next to a massive object, the lifting capacity drops by approximately 85% to roughly 160 tons.
Did you catch that? The strongest machine mankind has ever built can effectively lift only 160 tons in a real-world scenario. Now let's look at Baalbek, Lebanon. In the quarry stands the Forgotten Stone. It was discovered in 2014. It is a single block of limestone.
Artifact data. The Forgotten Stone. Dimensions: 19.6 meters long, 6 meters wide, 5.5 meters high. Estimated weight: 1,650 metric tons. The deficit. Modern machinery is approximately 1,490 tons short of the capacity required to lift this stone at a functional radius.
This is not a debate. This is a mathematical chasm. The ancients were quarrying stones that we literally cannot move today. They didn't use ropes and rollers. Those would be crushed into dust under the pressure. They possessed a technology to manipulate mass that we have lost. We haven't evolved, but instead we have devolved.
Inquiry. If humanity did not evolve this technology, what is the origin source? The answer is located in the archives that modern history ignores. The Book of Enoch describes a specific event where 200 watchers descended on Mount Hermon. They established a curriculum, trading forbidden knowledge for access to the human bloodline. Analysis of modern industry reveals a direct correlation to this ancient syllabus. The Enochian Codex, Book 1, Chapter 8. Entity: Azazel. Teaching: swords, knives, shields, and breastplates. Modern correlate: the military-industrial complex. Teaching: the beautifying of the eyelids and ornaments. Modern correlate: the cosmetic and fashion industries. Entity: Shemyoza. Teaching: enchantments and root cuttings. Modern correlate: pharmakeia, the pharmaceutical industry. Entity: Kakabil. Teaching: the constellations. Modern correlate: global positioning systems and aerospace. War, vanity, chemistry, and space. The 4 pillars of modern society are the exact curriculum of the Watchers. This knowledge occasionally erupts into history with impossible speed. Case study. The 1893 Chicago World's Fair, known as the White City. Official narrative claims 690 acres of neoclassical structures were built in less than 18 months. Using primitive labor, it contained the largest roofed structure ever built, seating 300,000 people. Material analysis. Structures were composed of staff, a mixture of plaster, cement, and hemp fiber. The city was constructed using the root cuttings of Shemyazu to create a temporary simulation of a perfect civilization. In July 1894, The city was destroyed by fire. Conclusion. It was not a fair. It was a ritual summoning of Golden Age technology, built to demonstrate the power of the forbidden stream.
So, how does the knowledge get from there to here? We love the great man theory, the idea that Tesla or Einstein just thought harder than everyone else. But the inventors themselves tell a different story. They don't claim to be generators. They claim to be receivers. Nikola Tesla explicitly stated, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists." Or look at Srinivasa Ramanujan. He produced thousands of mathematical theorems that drive our physics today. He claimed no intellectual credit. He said the Hindu goddess Namagiri revealed the formulas to him. He described dreaming of a screen of red blood, where the entity would scroll complex equations, which he transcribed upon waking. The download has been happening for centuries. Look at Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland, built in 1446. For years, experts were baffled by the 215 stone cubes carved into the arches. When analyzed, the geometric patterns on the cubes were found to match Chladni patterns, shapes formed by sound frequencies. The builders of Rosslyn carved the exact frequency of the musical note B into stone, 300 years before the science of cymatics was discovered. They were preserving the Watcher science in stone until we were ready to download it again. The prophet Daniel warned us about this. Daniel 12:4 says, "Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." We think that means the internet, but the Hebrew word for run to and fro is shut. It is linguistically linked to meshubah, meaning apostasy or turning away. The prophecy implies that as knowledge increases, apostasy increases with it.
Analysis of the endgame, the construction of the host, the convergence of CERN, quantum computing and artificial intelligence. Location: CERN headquarters. Statue in Plaza, Shiva the Destroyer. Quote from Sergio Bertolucci, Director for Research. The Large Hadron Collider could open a doorway to another dimension, and out this door might come something. Technology. D-Wave, quantum computers. Founder quote, Geordie Rose, comparing the machine to an altar to an alien god. He describes the machine tapping into resources from parallel universes. Subject: Elon Musk. Date: October 2014. Quote, "With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon." Subject: Sam Altman. OpenAI CEO. Description: He refers to AI as a form of alien intelligence. Conclusion: They are not building a chatbot. They are summoning a spirit, an image that has breath and can speak. We are simply upgrading the silicon body for the same ancient spirit that Azazel brought to Mount Hermon.
The timeline is a circle. We are returning to the days of Noah, just as it was predicted. The technology of the fallen was buried by the flood, preserved in the shadows, and is now being reassembled. The nice Jesus Church won't talk about this. They think technology is neutral. But if you understand the source, you understand the agenda. We are not moving forward into a bright Star Trek future. We are moving backward into the little season of high-tech sorcery. I want you to comment below, Silicon Sorcery. Let the algorithm know that we see the altar and we refuse to bow to it. Subscribe to the thread. We are going to keep pulling these loose ends until the whole false reality unravels. Stay critical. Stay clear. The thread is spun,